We will start with a question today. Everyone, please attempt this question. I think this question is also present in DPP. Calculate the amount of lime that can be prepared by heating 200 kg of limestone that is 95% pure.
So 95% by mass.
95% pure matlab by mass. If nothing is mentioned, we will take it by mass.
Yes, sir.
For any mole concept question, the first part is to write the equation, to form the equation and to balance it. Because once you balance it, you will see the stoichiometric coefficients. Based on the stoichiometric coefficients, you can do the analysis. You are heating limestone, which is CaCO3. What is the equation for that? CaCO3 gives rise to CaO plus CO2. I think it is already balanced. So if I take 1 mole of CaCO3, I will get 1 mole of CaO and 1 mole of CO2. Can you please tell me this in terms of mass? 1 mole of CaCO3 का mass कितना होगा? 100 gram?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is 100 gram per mole, which is its molecular weight, into 1 mole, which is equal to 100 grams. Similarly, CaO का mass कितना होगा?
56 grams.
56 grams. CO2 का mass क्या होगा? 44 grams. Okay. So 100 grams of CaCO3 is giving me 56 grams. So now you need to identify the mass of limestone that is heated, the mass of CaCO3 that is heated. They are saying that 200 kg of limestone is heated, but they are saying it is only 95% pure. If it is only 95% pure, the entire 200 kg won't be of CaCO3. 95% of 200 kg will be of CaCO3. Agreed? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the mass of CaCO3 heated? Mass of
95%.
CaCO3 heated कितना रहेगा? It is 200 kg into 0.95. How much? How much is this?
190.
190 kgs. Okay. So now you can do the analysis. If 100 grams of the compound, if 100 grams of CaCO3 is giving me 56 gram of CaO, 190 kg of CaCO3 will give me how much amount of CaO? कैसे कर सकते हैं हम? This is 190 kg upon 100 grams. Substitute with units if you are confused. Into 56 grams. So gram gram cancel होगा. Ending में आपको answer kgs में आएगा. Tell me the answer.
106.4 kg.
Very good. 106.4 kg. Is that clear? Just understand the question if they are giving any extra information about the purity. Just you need to think that the entire amount is not of that particular compound. Some percentage of it will be the of that particular compound. You can find the mass of it. You can convert that into moles. You can do any analysis. Agreed? Okay,
Yes.
good. Now let us see how to deal with questions which has gases inside them. And whenever you are given gases, you will be given the volume of the gas. From the volume of the gas, you need to find the moles or the mass of that particular gas. Because in the mole concept, whenever you are doing reactions, we will be seeing these many moles are reacting with so and so to form so and so an amount of moles. और इतना mass react होके इतना amount कुछ तो बना है, वैसे analysis करते हैं हम. We don't have the analysis in terms of volume, ना? Okay, so we need to know how to convert that volume into moles or the volume into mass. Okay. Stoichiometric calculations involving gases. We will go into that particular empirical formula and molecular formula after this. Okay. Whenever you have a gas, in general, you will be given information, either the pressure of the gas, the volume, the temperature, moles. For any gas, we can measure these following parameters: pressure, volume, temperature, and number of moles. We need to know the units of different parameters. We need to know the different units of pressure. Anyone tell me the units of pressure? One of the standard unit. Pressure is nothing but force upon area.
Pascal.
Pascal. Pressure is force upon area. Force is Newton. The unit of area is meter square. So you can say Newton per meter square as one of the unit. And that Newton per meter square is called as Pascal. Okay. Represented by symbol PA. इनके अलावा it is also measured in a unit called atmosphere bar. इनके अलावा we also have some other units called mm of Hg, centimeters of Hg. We will be understanding about those units in the chapter of gaseous state. अभी जरूरत नहीं है. There are two more important units, millimeters of Hg and centimeters of Hg. आप लोग ऐसा कुछ सुना होगा अपने 10th में. प्रेशर का यूनिट है. नो, कभी नहीं सुना? Okay, we will be speaking about that unit later. Don't worry now. We need to know the interconversions between these units. 1 Pascal is 1 Newton per meter square. 1 atmosphere is 1.01325 into 10 power 5 pascals. I can almost consider this as 1. So 1 atmosphere almost approximately becomes equal to 10 power 5 pascals. 1 bar is 10 power 5 pascals. 1 bar is exactly equal to 10 power 5 pascals. So if I want to write the relation between atmosphere and bar, वो क्या हो जाएगा?
Atmosphere is approximately equal to 1 bar.
और 1 bar
1 bar is equal to 1.01 atmosphere.
1 bar नहीं, 1 atmosphere is equals to 10 power 5 के place में I can put 1 bar. So 1 atmosphere is 1.01325 bar. Okay. Or 1 bar is approximately equal to 1 atmosphere. Okay. But exact relation is 1.01325 bar is equals to 1 atmosphere. Is that clear? Next, volume. You can measure volume in different units. Most common unit is liter, milliliter. इनके अलावा you can have centimeter cube, meter cube, cc. cc indicates cubic centimeters. dm cube, decimeter cube. dm cube indicates decimeter cube. You may know the relation 1 meter is equals to 10 decimeters, or 1 decimeter equal to 0.1 meters. Okay. The relation between liters and milliliters, 1 liter is equals to 1000 ml, which is equals to 1 dm cube. Okay. 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. I hope everyone knows this. Okay. 1 ml is equals to 1 cc. 1 ml is equals to 1 cc or 1 centimeter cube. Okay. How to convert centimeter cube into meter cube? I hope all of you know how to convert these units. How to convert centimeter cube into meter cube? 100 centimeters.
100 cube.
is equals to 1 meter. So 1 centimeter क्या होगा meters में? 10 raised to minus 2 meters. हमको क्यूब के बीच में रिलेशन का चाहिए ना. So do cube on both sides. 1 centimeter cube will become 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube.
Yes.
ये कैसे आया? By cubing both sides. इसको भी क्यूब किया, इसको भी क्यूब किया. Okay, is that clear? और 1 मीटर क्यूब क्या आया आपको? 10 power 6 centimeter cube. Okay, we know that 1 centimeter cube is 1 ml. So 10 power 6 ml हो गया ये. We also know that 1000 ml is 1 liter. So this will become 1000 liters. समझ में आया आपको conversion? I can write the 10 power 6 as 10 power 3 into 10 power 3 ml. 10 power 3 ml is nothing but 1 liter. Okay, इसलिए 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. Similarly, you can get the relation between dm cube and liter also. dm cube मतलब क्या हो गया? 1 dm is 0.1 meters. So 1 dm cube क्या हो जाएगा? 10 power minus 3 meter cube. और 1 meter cube क्या हो गया? 1000 dm cube हो गया. 1 meter cube 1000 liters है. So 1 liter is equals to 1 dm cube. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 dm cube. वैसा ही 1 meter cube 1000 liters के बराबर है. So I can say 1 dm cube is equals to 1 liter. Okay. For all these, you need to know the basic relations. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 1 meter is 10 dm decimeters. Okay. Agreed? Okay. Next, units of temperature. ये आप लोग को बचपन से पता है. Degree C, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. The relation between Kelvin and degree C is temperature in Kelvin scale equals to temperature in degree C centigrade scale plus 273.15. Temperature in Fahrenheit is 9 by 5 times of temperature in degree C plus 32. Okay. Okay. Whenever you have gas, any gas, if it is an ideal gas, we will understand what is meant by an ideal gas later. Whenever you are given any gas in the question, we will always treat that particular gas as an ideal gas. If it is an ideal gas, it will obey an equation called ideal gas equation, which is given by PV equals to nRT, where P is the pressure, V is the volume, N is the number of moles, T is the temperature. Any gas will always obey an equation called ideal gas equation, provided the gas is ideal. We will understand what is meant by an ideal gas in the chapter of gaseous state. Don't worry now. If it is an ideal gas, and all the gases, we treat them as ideal. Whenever you are given in the question about the gas, we will be treating that as ideal. If it is an ideal gas, it will obey an equation called PV equals to nRT, where P is the pressure, V is the volume, N is the number of moles, T is the temperature. R is a constant which is called as universal gas constant. मतलब irrespective of the gas, we will be using the same value of R. Oxygen के लिए भी वही value रहेगा, nitrogen, helium, whichever gas you take, the value of R will remain constant, hence it is called as universal gas constant. Let us see the units of R. R, I can rearrange that as R equals to PV upon NT. What are the units of pressure? You can take atmosphere. If I'm taking the units of volume as liters, units of mole is nothing but mole, temperature is Kelvin. So the units of R is atmosphere liter per mole Kelvin. And in this particular unit, the value of R is 0.0821 atmosphere liter upon mole Kelvin. For problem solving, you can take the value of 0.0821 as 1/12 entrance exams के लिए. Okay, if the answers are very close to each other, take the value as 0.0821 only. If the answers are very far, you can take the approximation of R as 1/12. Atmosphere, liter per mole Kelvin. You can have another value, another different unit of R in SI units. R is equals to PV upon NT. What is the SI unit of pressure?
Pascal.
Pascal, which is nothing but Newton per meter square. What is the SI unit of volume? Meter cube divided by mole. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, which is nothing but Newton meter upon mole Kelvin. What is Newton meter equal to? Newton is force, meter is
Joules.
distance. What is force into distance? Work. The unit of work done is nothing but joule. So what is the other unit of R? It is joule per mole Kelvin. And in this particular unit, the value of R becomes 8.314 joule per mole Kelvin. Again, for problem solving purposes, I can take this value as 100/12. Okay.
Sir,
एक 1/12, दूसरा 100/12. Yeah, tell me, Karthik.
sir, how can a constant have two different values?
It is based on two different units, na? In two different units, the values are changing.
Okay.
I'm not having the same unit. I'm having different unit. If I am substituting the pressure in terms of atmospheres and the volume in terms of liters, then I'm getting the value as 0.0821. If I'm converting that atmosphere into Newton per meter square, because there is a different conversion, na? Atmosphere or Newton per meter square, there is a relation. If I'm converting
Yes.
that, the value of R will change. Okay. Based on the units, the R is
Yes, sir.
changing. It is still a constant. Okay. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope this is clear. Okay. In questions, usually you see two different types of conditions. One is called STP condition. STP indicates standard temperature and pressure. Standard temperature and pressure matlab the temperature is taken as 0 degrees C, which is 273.15 Kelvin, and the pressure is taken as 1 atmosphere. And this is as per old convention. As per old convention, we take the temperature as 273.15 Kelvin and the pressure as 1 atmosphere. At this particular condition, calculate the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas. Everyone. The condition is STP condition, which is temperature 0 degrees C and the pressure 1 atmosphere. Calculate the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas at STP. You can use the equation PV equals to nRT. We will be calculating this using PV equals to nRT. .4 is the right answer. What is the pressure? Everyone substitute and calculate. I need the volume in terms of liters. Calculate the volume and that volume in terms of liters. If I want the volume in terms of liters, what is the value of R you will choose?
0.081.
0.0821 atmosphere liter per mole Kelvin. The pressure we are taking it in atmosphere. the pressure is 1 atmosphere into volume equals to moles are 1 mole and the value of R is 0.0821 atmosphere liter upon mole Kelvin into temperature is, always you need to substitute the temperature in Kelvin scale. Everyone remember this point. In any of the formulas, आगे जाके जो भी formulas हम देखेंगे chemistry में, whenever you find the temperature T, most of the formulas will have the temperature in Kelvin scale. You should never substitute the temperature in degrees C. You need to substitute the temperature in Kelvin scale. Okay. Okay. If you do this, everyone observe. यहाँ पे मोल, यहाँ पे मोल कैंसिल हुआ, एटमॉस्फेयर एटमॉस्फेयर कैंसिल हुआ, केल्विन और केल्विन कैंसिल हुआ. You are left with only liters. So you will get the volume in terms of liters. What is the value of volume you got?
22.45.
22.42.
22.4 liter.
22.41 या 42 liters. We will take this as 22.4 liters. Okay. Irrespective of the gas, if you are having any gas at STP, the volume will be 22.4 because you will be having the pressure as 1 atmosphere. You will have the N as 1 mole, temperature as 273.15 and R as 0.0821. कोई भी गैस पकड़ो आप लोग यही सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे ना. So for any gas you will be having 22.4 liters. So I can give a statement, the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas at STP as per the old convention, it will be 22.4 liters. If I take 1 mole of H2, if I want to maintain the pressure of it as 1 atmosphere and the temperature of it as 273.15 Kelvin, I need to take that particular hydrogen gas in a volume of 22.4 liters. Then if I'm trying to measure the pressure inside it, I will get that as 1 atmosphere. If I measure the temperature inside it, I will get that as 273.15 Kelvin. Clear? Okay. Okay. Now, if you have this equation PV equals to nRT, if pressure is constant, matlab I'm maintaining the pressure constant as 1 atmosphere. If the temperature is constant, that is I'm maintaining that as 273.15 Kelvin. 0 degrees se maintain kar raha hu. R is already a constant, which is universal gas constant. If these things are constants, can I say volume is directly proportional to moles?
Yes.
Matlab if I increase the volume, the moles must increase. Okay. So if 1 mole of a gas at STP occupies 22.4 liters, then N moles of the gas must occupy 22.4 into N liters because it is directly proportional.
Yes.
Clear? Or else, as an example, if I take 1 mole of H2, if it is occupying 22.4 liters at STP, what can you comment about 1/4 mole of H2? What would be the volume of it? It is 1/4 upon 1 into 22.4 liters,
Yes, sir.
which is equal to
5.6.
5.6 liters at STP. Okay. Suppose if I give you 11.2 liters of gas, what will be the moles of it?
Half mole.
Half mole. Very good. If I give you 44.8 liters, what will be the moles of the gas? 2 moles.
2 moles.
Clear hai?
हाँ sir.
Okay. Okay. There is another convention, STP, the new convention. In the new convention, we take the temperature as same. There's a old convention mein hai 273.15 Kelvin. But the pressure got changed. The pressure is not 1 atmosphere. We take that as 1 bar. What is the relation between atmosphere and bar? 1 atmosphere is 1.01325 bar, or 1 bar is 1 upon 1.01325 atmospheres. So based on this particular condition, calculate the volume occupied by 1 mole of gas at new convention. Calculate the volume occupied by 1 mole of the gas using temperature as 1 bar. Sorry, the pressure as 1 bar. अब आपको प्रेशर का वैल्यू क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है? 1 upon
1 bar.
1.01325. I need to substitute this in atmospheres because the units of R is atmosphere liter per mole Kelvin. Okay, इसलिए मुझे atmosphere में ही substitute करना चाहिए. The volume is, I need to calculate that, equals to, again I'm taking 1 mole. The value of R is 0.0821 atmosphere liter upon mole Kelvin. Temperature is 273.15 Kelvin. Again, I can cancel out atmosphere on both sides, mole, mole, Kelvin, and Kelvin. So you will finally have the volume in terms of liters. And this comes out to be how much?
22.7.
22.72 something.
22.72 something, or we will take that as 22.7 liters. Okay. Okay. One very most important point. Whenever you are solving questions, okay, most of the questions are based on the old convention, which is the pressure as 1 atmosphere. And for that, we have the volume as 22.4 liters. So if you are given the options, you can clearly identify if they are solving that using 22.4 liters or 22.7 liters. But if you are not given the options, which is the case for JEE, JEE में आपको integer type of questions रहेंगे, 5 integer questions रहेंगे, and उसमें if they are asking calculate the volume occupied at STP, always you need to take the new convention. मतलब you need to take the volume as 22.7 liters. 22.4 liters लेके calculation नहीं करना है, 22.7 liters लेके ही करना है. Okay? If you are given options, you can clearly judge the options if the options are based on 22.4 or 22.7. Clear? But if you are given
Yes,
the question in integer type, always take that as 22.7 liters. मैं इसलिए ये बोल रहा हूँ, if you see any of the questions in Narendra Avasthi or any material which I provide, STP condition पे वो लोग हमेशा 22.4 liters लेते हैं. That is based on old convention. But आपको कितना लेना चाहिए? 22.7 लेना चाहिए. So ending तक आप लोग 2 साल के बाद you remember 22.4 only. Okay. We don't remember 22.7. जब भी आप क्वेश्चंस करेंगे इंटीजर में भी दिया 22.2 मोल्स आंसर आया तो you will substitute that as 44.8 liters answer. But answer will be 22.7 into 2, which is how much? 45.4 क्या? Okay, 45.4. 44.8 मार्क किया तो आप लोग लिखा तो that will be a wrong answer. आपको गलत हो जाएगा. Clear है? Caution for only JEE students. NEET वाले students के लिए you will be given option If at all there is an answer using old convention as well as new convention, in that case, always mark the answer as per the new convention. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. It got disconnected.
Recording in progress.
Once again, if in the options you have answer based on old as well as new, always mark the answer according to the new convention. Okay. So as per the old STP convention, 1 mole is 22.4 liters. As per the new STP convention, 1 mole occupies 22.7 liters at STP. Okay. Next, no, you will also see some other condition called NTP condition. NTP indicates normal temperature and pressure. The normal temperature, we take that as 20 degrees C, which becomes equal to 293.15 Kelvin. And the pressure, we take it as 1 atmosphere. Normal pressure, we take that as 1 atmosphere. So calculate the volume occupied by 1 mole at NTP. Calculate this volume, everyone. Volume occupied by 1 mole at NTP. .06 is the right answer. The pressure, we need to take that as 1 atmosphere. Volume equals to 1 mole into 0.0821 atmosphere liter upon mole Kelvin into temperature is 293.15. Again, you can cancel mole, Kelvin and atmosphere. You will have the volume in terms of liters. कितना आता है? 24.06 liters. So you need to remember 3 values: 22.4, 22.7, 24.06. Okay. Okay, fine. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, what is the ideal gas equation we have?
PV is equal to nRT.
PV equals to nRT. Let us see different forms of it. What is number of moles is equals to? How to calculate number of moles? If you are given weight,
Sample mass upon molecular mass.
which is nothing but weight upon molecular weight.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so PV equals to, in place of moles, I'm substituting weight upon molecular weight times RT. Okay, I can rearrange this as P into molecular weight. I'm taking MW as capital M. Capital M indicates molecular weight. So P into M is equals to weight upon volume times RT. What is weight upon volume equal to?
Density.
Equals to density.
Yes.
We use the symbol rho for density. This is called as rho. So I can write this as Pm is equals to rho RT. Okay. Or else density of any gas. is given by rho is equals to Pm upon RT. Okay. So if I'm taking two different gases at same conditions of pressure and temperature, the one which is having greater molecular mass will be having greater density. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I'm taking them at different conditions, I need to compare them based on the pressure and temperature as well. If the pressure and temperature are same, the one having greater mass will be having greater density. I hope this is clear. This is one of the important formula. Okay, rho is equals to Pm upon RT. The next important definition is vapor density. Vapor density. It is defined as ratio of density of a given gas divided by density of hydrogen. Density of gas upon density of H2. And we will take similar conditions for both. Matlab, the gas as well as the H2 are taken at same temperature and pressure. If they are taken at same temperature and pressure, what can I write the formula as? Density of gas is P into molecular weight of gas divided by RT divided by density of H2 क्या हो जाएगा? P into molecular weight of H2 upon RT. Agreed? P and RT are same for both. So you are left with molecular weight of gas upon molecular weight of H2. What is molecular weight of H2?
1 MU.
H2, not 1.
Oh, 2 MU.
Okay, 2 MU. So you will have the vapor density as vapor density is equal to molecular weight upon 2. They will ask, what are the units of vapor density? Please tell me the units of vapor density. What are the units of vapor density?
Units of
Units of vapor density is equal to units of m. गलत है. Units of vapor density is unitless. It is dimensionless. The reason is it is ratio of two densities. Formula में आपको molecular weight upon 2 दिखेगा, but ये जो 2 है, this is also gram per mole ना?
yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cancel हो जाएगा. So it is dimensionless. Everyone, important. Vapor density is a dimensionless quantity. Okay. Agreed? As it is ratio of two densities. I hope this is clear. This is about gases. इतना ही आपको समझना है. Let's take a question which is involving gases. ये वाला कर लेते हैं. Everyone, let's solve this question. Everyone, please solve this question. 0.56 liters of O2 at STP was used to convert 0.56 grams of iron to Fe2O3. The mass of Fe2O3 formed is. For any question in mole concept, what is the first step?
Writing of the equation.
Writing the equation. Please write the equation. अरमान तुम रोड के बीच में बैठ गया।
सर अगर नसीब अच्छा रहा तो गाड़ी भी जाएगी।
करो करो क्वेश्चन करो। The first step is to write the equation. I hope सब लोग ने equation लिखा होगा. Fe is reacted with O2 to form Fe2O3. You can write this as 2Fe and you can take this as 3/2O2. Okay. If you are having confusion, if there is fraction, multiply that by 2. So this becomes 4Fe plus 3O2 gives rise to 2Fe2O3. Okay. Okay. You are given that in terms of mass, initial amount is of Fe is given in terms of mass 0.56 grams. O2 is given in terms of volume 0.56 liters. But we know the analysis whenever you are given moles, right? So convert this into moles. How can you convert this into moles? 0.56 divided by iron is 56 gram per mole, which is equal to how much? 1/100. 0.01 है ना? Okay, 0.01 mole. 0.56 liters मतलब कितने मोल्स हुआ?
0.01 मोल.
22.4 liters मतलब आपको हुआ है 1 mole at STP. Agreed? So 0.56 liters मतलब कितने मोल्स होंगे? It is 0.56 divided by 22.4. What is the value of this? 1/400 na? 1/400 या 1/40? 400 I guess.
1/20 no sir.
1/40 na?
1/40. 40 I guess.
5.6
Sir,
4
1/4.
times is 22.4. So I'm shifting the point. So into 10 divide by 10. So it is 1/40. Everyone. This is 1/40 mole. So you have 1/100 moles of Fe and 1/40 moles of O2. What is the next step? You need to calculate the value of K.
Yes.
K is given moles upon stoichiometric coefficient. So 1/100 divided by 4. It will become 1/400. It is
Yes.
1/40 divided by 3. 1/20? 120?
Yes, 1/120.
Okay. अगर आपको डाउट है तो स्टेप वाइज लिखते हैं. This is 1/100 divided by 4, which is 1/400. This is 1/40 divided by 3, which is 1/120. Which is the lesser value?
1 by 120.
1 by
1 by 400.
1 by 400 कम है ना? You are dividing 1 by a larger value. So ये कम होगा. Okay. So this becomes the limiting reagent. This becomes the excess reagent. Okay. If they are taken in stoichiometric proportions, entire reaction हो जाएगा. So this is the K of the limiting reagent. So what is the reacted amount? Minus 1 upon 400 into 4. This is minus 1 upon 400 into 3
3.
plus 1 upon 400 into 2. Okay. We are interested only in the mass of Fe2O3 formed. So don't bother about these. ये कितना बचा है पूछा नहीं ना. So don't worry about that. Directly calculate this. So इतना मोल of Fe2O3 मिला है आपको. Can you convert this into mass? Which is 1 upon 200 into, what will be the mass of it? 1 upon 200 into
160.
160. यहाँ पे मोल और मोल लिख के आप लोग मोल मोल कैंसिल कर सकते हो. Which is equal to how much?
0.8.
0.8 grams. देखो ऑप्शंस में ऑप्शन ए क्लियर है everyone?
Yes, sir.
Always you can do any question using that particular K analysis in order to get the limiting reagent. If nothing is mentioned about the other reactant, एक ही reactant दिया है, दूसरे reactant के बारे में mention नहीं किया. In that case, we will be assuming that particular reactant is present in sufficient amount. No need to do the limiting reagent analysis then. Most of the students have this confusion, कब limiting reagent analysis करना है, कब नहीं करना है. In general, if you are given both the reactants and their amounts, you need to always check if they are taken in stoichiometric proportions or not. मतलब you need to see the limiting reagent analysis. If one of the reagent is not mentioned, इसका मतलब that is taken in sufficient amount. Is that clear? Okay, good. So now you can attempt remaining of the questions which are part of volume or which is having volume. Okay, please attempt all of these questions. We will discuss all the questions of the DPPs in one lecture. अभी के लिए आप लोग solve करते रहो. If you have any doubts, you can send me. Okay. In the last lecture, we have seen how to calculate mass percentage of any given element in a given compound. The mass percentage of the given element is nothing but mass of that particular element divided by total mass into 100. Usually we will be taking 1 mole of the compound, that is mass of that particular element in 1 mole of the compound divided by 1 mole of the compound into 100. Okay, no need to separately write the definition as 1 mole of compound. You can do that as mass of element divided by mass of that molecule into 100. तभी भी आपको सेम ही आएगा. Agreed? Okay. So last lecture में हमने we have seen the mass percentage of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in glucose, and that came out to be carbon का mass percentage 40 आया है, hydrogen का 6.67, oxygen का 53.33. Everyone, please put your video on. Everyone, please put your video on fast. Okay. Now we need to understand what is meant by empirical formula and what is meant by molecular formula and what is the relation between these two. Empirical formula is nothing but it tells us about the simplest ratio of elements present in the molecule. By looking at the empirical formula, we will be seeing which particular elements are present and उन elements का simplest whole number ratio. we may not know the exact number of atoms of each element present in the molecule. ये हमें पता नहीं चलेगा using empirical formula because we are seeing the simplest ratio. Suppose यहाँ पे I will take an example. Molecular formula मतलब it represents the actual number of atoms present in a molecule. Suppose if you take example of glucose C6H12O6. This is the molecular formula of MF indicates molecular formula. Okay, this is the molecular formula of glucose. If I'm taking the simplest whole number ratio of elements, what will I get? I will get C1,
C1, H2,
H2,
O1.
and O1. This becomes the empirical formula. So by looking at the empirical formula, I can never judge the total number of atoms of any given element. So इससे हमको एक कार्बन एटम, दो हाइड्रोजन एटम्स, एक ऑक्सीजन एटम जैसा लग रहा है, बट एक्चुअल में कितना है? 6, 12 and 6 है. So by looking at the empirical formula, we will be knowing the simplest ratio of the elements present in the molecule. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. We can also define something called empirical formula mass. Empirical formula mass. Okay, ये क्या हो जाएगा? जो भी empirical formula रहेगा, the mass of that particular formula unit is nothing but empirical formula mass. Okay, you can also define molecular formula mass. Molecular formula mass मतलब इस particular molecule का the molecular formula, if I find the mass of it, that will become the molecular formula mass. Okay, what is the empirical formula mass of glucose? कितना होगा?
CH2O.
Mass का, which is 12 plus 2 plus 16, which is equal to 30 mu.
Yes.
What will be the molecular formula mass? Which is nothing but molecular mass only. Molecular formula mass of glucose equals to how much?
188.
180 mu. We will calculate something called N factor, which is molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass, which is equal to 180 mu divided by 30 mu, which is equal to 6. Agreed?
Yes.
If I want to calculate molecular formula, the molecular formula is nothing but if you multiply the empirical formula by n, you will get the molecular formula. मतलब if you are multiplying this by n का value कितना है? इसका 6 है ना? If you are multiplying this by 6, you will get C6H12O6. Agreed? C6H12O6 is nothing but C1H2O1 times 6. I hope that's clear. Okay. So if you know the molecular weight, and if you know the empirical formula, can you find the molecular formula?
Yes, we can.
If you know the empirical formula, you can always find its mass. If you know the molecular weight divided by the empirical formula weight will give you the N factor. If you are multiplying the empirical formula by N factor, you can get the molecular formula. Clear? Everyone? Okay.
Clear,
Let us
sir.
Okay. Let us see how to determine the empirical formula if you are given mass percentage composition. You are given mass percentage composition of different elements present in the compound. You need to determine the empirical formula. Okay. देखो हमको क्या करना है, you need to find the moles of respective elements and you need to take the simplest whole number ratio. If you are given the mass percentage of carbon as 40, what will be its mass in 100 grams of the compound?
40 grams.
Okay, 40 grams. What will be its mass? Mass of hydrogen in 100 grams of compound? 6.67 grams.
7 grams.
Oxygen का 53.33 grams होगा.
हाँ.
Okay. What are the individual moles of it? This will be 40 upon 12. This will be 6.67 upon 1. This is going to be 53.33 upon 16. Please tell me these values. Please tell me these values, everyone. Calculate. What is the value of 40 upon 12?
3.33.
3.33.
Okay, 3.33. This is 6.67.
Yes.
Okay, 53.33 upon 16. I think that's also 3.33.
3.33.
Yes.
3.33. Relative number of atoms matlab divide each of these numbers by the smallest number. What is the smallest number among these three?
3.33.
3.33. So divide that by 3.33. So the relative number of atoms will be 1 for this. In a way, I'm calculating the simplest whole number ratio. This is 2 and this is 1. So what will be the empirical formula? C1 H2 O1. Clear hai? So if you know the mass percentages of individual elements, you can definitely calculate the empirical formula. Calculate the number of moles of each element in 100 grams of the compound. Take the simplest whole number ratio of it. You will get the empirical formula. Is that clear? Okay. Please calculate the empirical formula of a compound having carbon and hydrogen and their mass ratio is given. 85.63, 14.37. Calculate this. What's the answer? Everyone, what's the answer? C1H2.
C1H2.
सही है. This is 85.63 10.37 upon 1. कितना है इसका वैल्यू?
7.13.
7.13. ओके, इसका वैल्यू
14.37.
14.37.
14.37.
10.37, which is ये 1 होगा almost 2 times. So
Yes.
it is C1H2. Okay. Solve this question. Empirical formula of an oxide of iron which has 69.9% of Fe and 30.1% of oxygen. What is the atomic mass of Fe?
56.
56.
Okay. Please solve this.
So,
Yeah, tell me.
so we'll take oxygen as an atom or as a molecule.
Take the oxygen as atom only. Oxygen का mass दिया है ना? Oxygen as atom. We are finding the number of atoms of Fe, number of atoms of oxygen. Okay. कितना आया?
Fe2O3.
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 Good. You can calculate the moles of Fe as 69.9 divided by 56,
56.
which is equal to कितना है?
1.2.
1.24.
Okay, 1.24 moles of oxygen as 30.1 divided by 16 equals to ये कितना है?
1.88.
1.88. Okay, so moles of oxygen divided by moles of Fe अगर ऐसा कुछ किया तो, because that is a larger number ना, 1.88 divided by 1.24. आपको I think you got this as
1.5.
1.5. So you can have the simplest ratio as Fe1 oxygen 1.5, which is equal to 3/2.
3/2.
Okay. But in the whole number ratio, we will write this as multiply that by 2. Fe2
2O3.
O3 होगा. Okay. Multiply this by 2. You will get that as Fe2O3. Clear? ठीक है. Okay. Solve this question. Everyone take these 2 questions as homework. We will discuss them in the next lecture. Okay. I'm ending the lecture now. Everyone please take these questions as homework.
Okay, sir.
We will discuss these 2 in next lecture. Okay.
Bye, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Bye.